Okay, welcome to Eclectic Self Protection Self-Defense Systems UK. In this video, we're going to be giving you a demonstration about how to do eclectic face bars with the Escrima stick or the Kali stick or a blunt instrument of a similar kind. I'm going to coach you through the mechanics of different variations that we can use using the face bar with different types of grips. The first one is using the stick, like you place the stick out like so. You come into an overhand grip with the left hand, and the right hand comes into an overhand grip with the opposite hand. And as you can see, if I come a bit closer, you can see there's a small gap on each side of the stick here. So you want to get this type of position here. So there's certain variations you can use with the Escrima or Kali stick when you're doing face bars. I'm going to talk about this and coach you on this now. So the first thing you need to do is get directly behind the person you're going to do the techniques on. You're going to be nice and tight. So the first one in your double overhand grip is to make impact into the upper forehead here. And as you can see, my body's nice and tight, close in, and I've got a head back to my body here. So the overhand grip comes in, and you put impact on the upper forehead here. The second part is from here, you rub down from the upper forehead, just low like so. And if I rub into the forehead with the Kali or Escrima stick, it's going to cause pain and pressure and a crippling effect on the forehead, the upper forehead in this case. If we go down slightly into the central forehead, the same process works. You place impact and press into your body nice and tight, and it's going to cause pressure on the upper cranium and the forehead. Again, alternatively, you can rub down from the upper forehead into the central forehead to get the pain and pressure effect and the crippling effect on the attacker or the person you're demonstrating. The second one is to go into the upper bridge of a nose here. So again, it's exactly the same process. I have the overhand grip and I push in and put it tight to my body like so. And that's going to cause damage and impact damage to the upper nostril structure here. Alternatively, you can go to the middle part of the nose, nostril structure, and place impact on the central part of the nose like so. And again, you'll be forcing this into your body. Obviously, I'm demonstrating it nicely here to respect your partner, but in reality, you're going to force that in and break the nose. That's using impact. The other variation is to rub down from the upper part of the nose into the central and lower part of the nose here. So you're basically doing this rolling pressure, crippling effect down through the nose, and that's going to really damage the whole nostril structure, the bridge of the nose, and cause a lot of impact and damage to that area of the body. The next variation is to go to where the just below the nose and below above the lip here. So here again, you get me nice and tight, and you push this into your body as you bring this in like so, and that's going to cause impact damage to between the nose and the mouth. Again, from there you can rub down, cause a crippling effect from the upper part of that part to the lower part, to the upper part of the lip, sorry, here, and that's going to cause damage on the lip, causing crippling pain and pressure. The next part is to go from the upper part of the lip to the lower part of the lip here. So the two lips here, where if you close your mouth, you've got the upper part of the lip and the lower part of the lip here. And again, you bring that directly into the center, like so, and you force that into your body to cause impact damage to the lip structure. And then the second variation is to use the pain and pressure effect again. So again, you start from the lower lip and rub down into the lower lip here, and that's going to cause the pain and pressure sensation on the lip structure. And last of all, you've got where the chin is here, directly between the lower lip and the point of the chin. So from there you get the overhand grip, double overhand grip of the bar, and put pressure, use impact against that area of the body here, and that's going to cause damage to the lower chin and lower mouth structure. And then the second variation is again to use the pain and pressure principle. So again, you start from this position here, the upper part, where the lower lip is, to the chin, and rub down, cause pain and pressure. So that's using the double overhand grip. The next variation is to use one in the overhand grip and one in the underhand grip like so. So all I'm doing is transferring my right hand grip into the underhand grip, and it's the same process as before. So it starts off in the same fashion. one in overhand grip, one in underhand grip. Start with the upper forehead, put impact pressure there, and then rub down. Come into the center forehead, put impact there, and then rub down, and then come down into the lower forehead, put impact there, and then rub down. And secondly, nose structure. So from here, place the nose into place the Escrima stick or the Kali stick or the blunt instrument into the upper part of the nose and put impact structure there, or alternatively rub down. And the second, go into the center of the nose, put impact pressure there, or alternatively go into the center of the nose and rub down. And then lastly, you've got the lip structure again. So again, you've got one hand in overhand grip, one hand in underhand grip. Here, place it through onto the lip structure here, impact by pressing into your body, or alternatively rub down. And then lastly is the lip to the lower lip here. Same process, push impact into the body or put pain and pressure using the rubbing effect. And then lastly, the point of the chin to where the lip lies, get it into the chin area below the lip, bring it tight into your body and put pressure there. And the last variation is to use the pain and pressure principle where you rub down this way. So you can use that, everything I've mentioned, in the double overhand grip or one hand over grip and one hand under grip. And it's exactly the same for the opposite side. So you might have one hand under grip on your left and then overhand grip on the right, or you might have both in underhand grip and you do exactly all the points I've just mentioned using the key principles. The next thing I want to talk about is how to use diagonal pressure. So the diagonal pressure works in having your hand in overhand grip like so. You're having the bar at a diagonal impact structure here like so. You see? So you either go from the left or you can go from the right here. So here, you go for the face bar using the diagonal pressure. All you're doing is again coming tight in, and you're coming directly into the center like so, and you put pressure on the whole of the head. And again, you can start off different points. You can do the forehead, the upper forehead, you can do the central forehead, you can do the lower forehead, you can do the nasal structure, the nose, or you can do the lip. Ideally, what I like to do is get it diagonally across the center of the face and press in to cause a lot of impact structure into the central part of the cranium and central part of the face. And then alternatively is to rub down from this diagonal position, the top of the forehead, all the way through, diagonally down through the face, all the way to the bottom of the chin like so, to cause a devastating impact on the whole facial structure. Now the last thing I want to talk about is the closed grip here. It's a close-in grip like so. As opposed to the hands being here at a distance, either an overhand grip or underhand grip or overhand and underhand grip, is that you bring both the hands a bit center to the center line like so. As you can see, there's more of a gap on each side of the stick here, and it follows exactly the same sport science. All as we mentioned, you can go into the forehead, upper forehead, middle forehead, lower forehead, but pain and pressure by rubbing directly in using the central impact, or alternatively the upper nose to the lower nose, impact or rub down, or alternatively the lip, press in to cause impact structure to the mouth, or rub down to cause a pain and pressure effect, and then also the lower chin to the chin area here to cause impact, pushing in or to rub down. The only difference is when you've got the wider grip here, is that it's going to give more of a larger surface area to use on the stick. And exactly the same for the overhand and underhand, like so. If you go for the diagonal way, you're causing the same thing. You're causing more of an impact or pain and pressure across the whole face. However, you come in with a double closed grip like so, it's going to put more central pressure, more central devastating pressure, because your body's tight in and you're focusing on a central area of either the cranium, the forehead, the nose, the mouth, or the chin. And again, with this closed in grip, closed tight in grip, you can do this in overhand or underhand grip like so, or both in underhand grip. It's exactly the same science we just discussed. Yeah, if one hand is closed in overhand grip, the other hand is in underhand grip, you just do exactly the same thing. Start from the top of the forehead, central forehead, lower forehead, upper nose, lower nose, in between the nose and mouth, lip structure and chin. And all of these will work very effectively. So how you use this is entirely up to you, but bear in mind when you're using full stick-based Kali sticks, respect your partner, use an exercise self-control. But when you're doing it for real, whether you're doing a an impact strike, then a takedown, and then getting the attacker into this position. You put as much pressure as you need to, using force that is deemed reasonable and proportionate to the level of threat to get yourself out of that situation and back to a safe zone with 100% damage limitation. So that there is how to use either the Kali stick or the Escrima stick or a blunt instrument of a similar type, using overhand grip or underhand grip or a combination of all of them against different sections of the upper body using the face bar principle. And again, you can mix this up, you can use it either singly, diagonally, you can use the eclecticism of all of the techniques I've just demonstrated to get the best effect of impact structure on the face and head, or pain and pressure, or a crippling effect using the rub down principle. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and yeah, we look forward to seeing you on the next one. Thank you.